block. I'll draw 2 ovals for the thighs or 2 cylinder shapes. Now draw another 2 lines that come out from the thigh. Now add 2 circles.
Hi guys, it's Alicja here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at TikTok, which is a very popular medium to look for art tutorials, art tips. It really grew a big art community on there. And I'm just curious, what can you find there? And I'm going to roast or approve the tips. So let's go on TikTok. Okay. I know what it's going to be. Yeah, it's Okay, so this is a very popular tip and it really actually works. Doesn't matter how far are you with your art skills. This will always just improve your eyelashes drawing, so it doesn't look like a hedgehog. I approve this one. This one is good. It's a good tip. I like it. It's simple. It's to the point. Let's rate it. It's actually like a 9 out of 10. I like it. It's 9 out of 10. This one, I actually like the way this person thinks with the shapes, because it's way better than using like boxes, or a lot of different kind of guidelines that I have seen are worse than this. But this person is hiding so badly behind those very thick black lines. You can see that the legs are not the same thickness because this person is still very unsure of what he or she they want to do. So there's that, but the idea, the tutorial idea, what this person wants to teach other people, it's not bad. First I was kind of angry about the lines, but I like it. It's good for beginners. I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10. If it's above 5, it's approved, so I approve this one. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Something. I think I slick. You're not slick.
I know it's okay. I know it's okay.
Start it. First, draw 2 curved lines like this, okay? Now connect the top and bottom, making this into a bent rectangle. Now draw 2 lines going this way, and then the one going that way. And boom, now you got plankton. Now draw 2 more lines going in the opposite direction like this. Now draw other lines going like this, okay, in this direction.
This is very awful so far.
Gonna be our just your drawing. Right here we can add a head on top. Once you get that, cut this in half just like that. On the top square, draw yourself an oval shape. And boom, just like that. Draw 2 circles right here for the shoulder joints. In the bottom box, draw a circle that slightly comes out from the bottom of the box. I'll draw 2 ovals for the thighs or 2 cylinder shapes. Now draw another 2 lines that come out from the thigh. Now add 2 circles right here. Make sure they're up high. Just draw your arms in just like this, okay? Put triangles for the foot at your neck. Now find your sketch a little bit more, add your detail, you know, make her like really happy look, and boom, you get a girl jumping.
Okay, so the process of this drawing is very bad. It's really bad. I see that this person, in the end, he kind of knows how to make any drawing look kind of better, although it will never look amazing because of the few mistakes he makes in the middle. With a process like this, there's no chance to make a very good drawing. This is not the guidelines you want to do. Don't listen to this tutorial, because this is not the guidelines you want to use for this kind of drawing. You can see that every part, body of this girl jumping, they look like just body parts connected to each other that don't have any influence on each other. But that's not how it works, and that's why this drawing looks very stiff. It's very stiff. This person goes for very easy, out of his head. That's what happens when you don't look at the reference. And like the face is straight up to the camera, the arms are all the same. You can see on the feet and the calves, they don't look like they fit into this drawing, because 1, this person doesn't use any reference. 2, the guidelines are awful, and that results in no dynamic, no good composition at all. So don't listen to this person. Take a reference and look at how actual guidelines are made. You can take a look at different YouTubers like Ergo Josh, he does it really well. I have something on bodies too, but don't do it like this, please. I get what this person was trying to do with this tutorial, but in my opinion, at least, maybe for some people it works, but still with this final result, this guy, he could have made such a better drawing, but because he makes those mistakes in the middle, there's no way he can make a beautiful, dynamic drawing like the best artists do. He will never get further if he doesn't improve the middle. So the tutorial teaching the wrong ways is very harmful, actually, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't approve. I actually think it's like a 2 out of 10. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I actually kind of hate it. Okay, next one. That's pretty good. What's wrong with that one? I understand the point. So what this person did just now is making the second drawing lose its dynamic, which is something people in the middle, like not amateurs, but some people that draw well, they do it often, I did it too, is losing dynamic because you want to give those kind of realistic shapes. Like we know there's some structure to this area, like the front area, the front butt. We know it, but you should not draw it like this. It should not be the center of attention. First, you draw something like on the left, like the wrong one, and then you look at the reference and you look at where are those details? What does it look like? Because you can't make it up most of the times. And if you are that good and you can do it out of your head with all those bones, with its structure, you need to have guidelines. And take a look at any of your favorite artists, like very good artists. No one does the second one. Most of the people make it easy and dynamic and pretty and smooth, you know, like the first one. Take a look, like pause this freaking video and take a look at all the artists you like, and I guarantee all of them do the first one, then add some details. Never looks like the second one because it's very stiff. It looks kind of dead. So this tutorial, it doesn't even show you why you should do it like this. Like where are those bones and how it works. In every position, slightly different, they will look different. They will have different structures. So I know what this person was going for, but as a tutorial, I don't think is that good. I will give it a 5 out of 10 because it's not approved, but it's not that bad. I recommend just doing the first one. Don't just add details without a reason. You need to be sure why are they there, okay? Okay. Hair tutorial, alright. Yes! Okay, that's good. It begins very well. This is very good. Yes. That's good.
Yes, great.
Okay, that's good. That's enough. That's enough! That's way too much. Oh no. It was going so well. Like the first thing this TikTok said is hair is in like clumps and it doesn't go like so apart from each other, you know? So the first point was amazing. I was so happy. But then this person made it way too difficult. Now this hair, as you can see in the middle, it got divided anyway. So first point is completely ignored. Way too much detail. Like this strand, like when you look like this, it is okay. Like it looks kind of good, but it becomes immediately a problem when you draw hair on the actual person. Let's take a look at the profile of this person. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. So the strand of hair was very handsome piece of hair. Like it was a pretty handsome piece of hair. But you can see the one issue is that this person makes every stroke of hair apart, divided anyway, although he said like don't do it, but he does it because he adds too much detail and every stroke goes like down and has a lot of contrast. So now it doesn't look that bad, but the whole drawing besides the hair is so pretty. Like the shading, everything is done so well. And actually the only thing, in my opinion of course, that destroys this drawing is too much detail on the hair. Like the strokes on the sides, pretty handsome, I love it. Although it's very clear where the light's coming from, it's not hitting the hair like it's supposed to. Like this is, for example, flat. So there will be not that much contrast on this side when the light's coming from here. Like the very dark sides will be somewhere like very far from the source of light. Hair, just normal hair, doesn't catch light like this. Dreadlocks, that's how dreadlocks would catch light, because they are thick and they can have very much contrast, very much shadow. But hair, just loose hair, doesn't look like this. Take a look at the Ross Draws or WLOP drawings. I'll show you here somewhere on the screen. And if you want to make like anime hair with dynamic that looks real and it looks just, it fits into the drawing. If you want to do it, take a look at their hair drawings. They are amazing. And I feel like when they draw hair, they make whole pieces of the same color and very little detail. So this will be one color, this a little bit different color. This will be one area of the same color, and this, just take a look and you'll understand what I mean. This tutorial, it teaches you the wrong ways. Don't use this technique for the whole head of hair. Okay, it's too much. Okay, I give it like a 4 out of 10. No. You just literally, you did nothing. You just did nothing. Like there, if you, those curves don't influence those drawing on the bottom at all. If you look closely, the left one end of the stroke is here and one end of the stroke is here. And on the face, it doesn't make any sense because the face is like begins here and ends here and the curve goes from there to there. And then the second one, like this, you can make the same thing with a straight line because you're in the front of the camera. So on your face is going to be straight and your shoulders are going to be straight too. So if you go like this, it can be 2 straight lines as well, and even better because if your face is like this, line is going to be straight. Don't make random lines, don't make random curves, and then just calm down, Alicia, calm down. Don't listen to the ship, please, and don't make random guidelines like this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It makes me angry. I give it a freaking 0 out of 10. 0. Okay. Let's take a look at this.
I absolutely loved this reference taken by a Dorcas stock, so I'm gonna break down his anatomy.
Okay.
A nose and 3/4 view can be drawn
I see straight lines.
Forehead and cheek angles start in the opposite direction and then connect. His beard is almost face length. And with the book, you see a layer for pages and a layer for the hardback. Shirt seams help divide arms. The line of action serves as a reference for his pectorals as well as his abdominal wall and stomach. And for his stomach, notice that it comes back around and sits around his hip bones. For arms and legs, I like to identify the joints and then draw all the way through the shapes. And for hands, I like to simplify them based off of where the knuckles are and where the fingers bend. Then I'm identifying the joints in the legs as well as what direction they're facing. And this connecting line that I'm drawing also helps identify the 3-dimensionality of the legs when I put the rest of the shapes in. Almost like the thighs are a curved triangle. And this is the finalized outfit.
This is so good. Oh my god. This girl knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. Whoever it is Sparkle. Go follow her because you can see that she knows what she's talking about. Straight lines. You see, most of those things are straight lines. And this drawing, like the first one of all of those other drawings, the first that actually has dynamic. So you can see that straight lines translate way better. You can use them way better for guidelines because then you can decide way better. When with curves, it can be so much different things, but with straight lines, you have to decide where you go. You have to decide what kind of shape it will be. And most of the parts in a human body, most of the things are straight lines. Don't try to make a curve out of something that is not curvy. Most of the things are straight lines everywhere. So for the body, like for the face, I use round lines for guidelines because face, I have a very specific like stylized face already. Like I draw it every day. I have drawn a face like this for like I think 1,000 or more times, you know. But with a body, it's so more complex, so much more complex. If you don't know something, use straight guidelines, straight lines, and listen to this freaking person. She knows what she's talking about. So, I give it a freaking 11. It's 11 out of 10. 11, I love you, girl. Okay.
Don't really draw your lips like
Lip
this,
drawing.
then try this hack to make them look a lot more realistic. Draw 2 sideways parentheses, a bigger one in the middle, one on top, one on the bottom, and connect the lines with curved lines.
What are those things in the bottom? Is it like... No, mind.
Then if you want to, you can add some details and you're all finished. Let me know if you...
Oh, no! You were doing so good. You were doing so good. Why did you put hair in her mouth? Why would you do that? Okay, so artists do it a lot, and I like those. I like those strokes from the inside of the mouth coming out, kind of those lines, because we do have those lines on our mouth. Number one mistake: it's very dark. It's not thought about. She didn't think about where to place those lines, so it's random. It makes it look like it was not the entry but the exit. It's too dark and it's going the wrong direction. You can see on the lips. Those lines go like up and slightly, maybe slightly to the sides. Unless you do something like this. Or you get very close to the camera, then the perspective makes it go to the sides. But when you make on the just normal lips, you try to do a shadow like this. It destroys the whole purpose of what you were just doing, because the perspective of those lips are straight and the lines go like this, as if the lips are... What you should do, make those lines soft. Don't be scared to make soft lines, and don't do them to the sides, because it makes no sense. It's as if I was going to shade a ball with a straight shadow. It doesn't make sense. You need to go with the shape of the lips. You need to keep in mind what is the shape of anything you're trying to shade. Even those comic kind of lines, you need to think about how they influence what you see. How do they influence the shape of what you're drawing? So the first half is great. It's easy way to explain how to draw lips. So I give the first half like a 7 out of 10. No, okay, 6 out of 10. But the second half, putting the hair in her mouth, I give it like a -1 out of 10. So not approved again. And actually this made me so angry. I'm done for today. I don't care anymore. If you want me to do more, send me links of the TikToks I should see in the description of the blah blah. So this is it for today. Send me links to the TikToks you want me to see in the comments below. And if you want to see my face once again, make sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new amazing video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye bye.